Hello, I'm Joseph Torbati from OCDetailing in Fremont, California. And I have the craziest Cybertruck wrap we've done right behind me here. This is STEK DYNOcamo. It is such a cool camo pattern that also has this reflective property to it. It literally looks like a camouflage digital Pokemon card out in the sun. It's a really, really awesome look, and we just finished it up. So this STEK film, even though it has this pattern to it, is still a 10-year paint protection film. So, well, I don't think it's gonna do much to protect your Cybertruck from rock chips, but it will stay on here for 10 years and make this super easy to wash, super easy to clean, and much easier than the stainless does. Because these trucks, they come in stainless steel that is so annoying to keep clean, and they show fingerprints, and they get little rust blooms on them. So the film's gonna stop all that and make this really easy for the customer to keep this thing always looking great. Traditionally, to get a pattern like this on a car, you would use a vinyl wrap. Vinyl wraps are usually good for somewhere between 2 to 3 years with good care, and if you don't take care of them at all, they can die in as quick as a year. And if you don't take care of them, they can actually lose their pigment and fade within a year. I've seen it happen. So this film won't do that even under abused circumstances. It's twice as thick too. If somebody keys this, or if somebody tries to damage this, or you get a rock chip on it, it's not gonna damage the paint. And I know that doesn't apply to the Cybertruck, but we put this stuff on cars too. This comes with the same hydrophobic top coat as all of STEK's other films, so it's gonna make washing super easy for this customer. Now let's talk about the install. So just like with all our other installs on Cybertrucks, we really care about wrapping edges, wrapping corners, making sure everything's as seamless and distortion free as you can get. This DYNOcamo, just like any of the other PPFs we've worked with, are a wet install. And when you're doing a wet install on a Cybertruck, what I've discovered is that it's really easy to mark the adhesive. So we spend a lot of time making sure we get all our film lined up and down in one shot so that we don't have to pick it up. And what that's resulted in is us getting really, really great results, along with all our edges and corners looking super clean. So you can see here, like, there's a very tight gap here, but we're wrapped in on both sides. Getting film tucked up under here and right up to this line, that's also super tedious too, but we figured out how to make this cut in the air so we don't have to cut it along this rubber gasket, and we're putting it down in one shot because the first one of these we did, we had some trouble with it leaving work lines right there when we didn't. And with over 30 of these done now, we actually just keep getting better. Like, our results have been great from day one because we took the same philosophy we take when it comes to wrapping cars and applied it to this. And we really spent a bunch of time honing in on what the problems were and figuring them out. And like, as we do more of these, we just keep getting better and better at it. It's like with anything else, repetition helps. That being said, these still take us a lot of time to wrap. We're spending just as much time wrapping one of these as we would Model X or Model S, and we're using this colored film, so it's a little more tricky because the colored film, again, it'll transfer adhesive marks that you don't really see on clear or matte PPF, but we really spend a lot of time making sure we're managing that, and the results show. So you can check out the edges and corners here. You can't tell that it wasn't wrapped over, right? Like, it's like everything's tucked in, everything's wrapped over. Aside from this being this funky camo pattern, you wouldn't know that this wasn't painted looking at it from the outside, because we even wrap, like, all our top edges are wrapped in far enough where you can't see, along with, like, here's the easiest example to show you, but we took the same thing to the whole truck. Like, see how we wrapped this all the way in right there? So even if you open the tailgate, you wouldn't know that this wasn't actually painted in camo. But I mean, I don't know how you paint a camo paint job like this. Maybe you could, I'm sure someone could. But it was probably a lot easier for us to just wrap it in STEK DYNOcamo. After we were done with that, again, haven't seen a bunch of these, customers all agree, and we have our own, so we know it gets really hot in here. So we did 3M crystalline tint on the massive front windshield and on the side windows to keep this customer really cool while he's riding. And then we did a ceramic coating on the trim, the wheels, all the tonneau cover to make this stuff easy to clean. And I saw it on my truck because I saw it on my truck because I was being lazy or busy and I didn't have time to do anything to it. This starts to lose its color within like a week. The first time you get it dirty and wash it, it doesn't look the same. So the ceramic coating goes a really long way on the plastic trim too. And the overall effect is you have a really cool looking truck. Well, this one, because it's patterned, you have a super cool looking truck that's super easy to clean with just washing. Thanks for watching. I'm Joe with OCDetailing. Please subscribe for more camoed Cybertrucks.